before the video starts, I just want to let you know that my draft league that I created, the NPBA, is up, and we're looking for coaches. If you are interested in joining a draft league, click on that link in the description below. It's completely free. It's on Showdown. You don't even need Sword and Shield. If you're interested in joining, click that link. I'd love to see you there. Oh, what is going on, Nitrosites? It is your boy, the Nitro General here, back at it again with another Team Builder-ish on this channel. If you guys are excited for this, make sure you leave a like down below and subscribe if you guys are new. If you guys want to check out any of our Pokemon Showdown episodes, any of our Pokemon Showdown Team Builders, you can wait till the end of the video and click on to the end card, and you guys will take you right to the playlist, as well as the playlist for our series that we have going on as of right now, which is Doom Eternal. So go check that out too if you guys are interested in that. But yeah, leave a like on this video if you guys are subscribed, or if you guys are excited. Subscribe if you guys are new. All that, help me hit my end of the year goal, guys, by sharing this video with your friends if you have already subscribed, and you know, your grandparents and you know, your great grandparents. You know, they may not be able to understand the video, but subscribers, no. Honestly though, like, you share the video around, guys, if you do enjoy it. But yeah, because we're trying to hit 300 subscribers by the end of the year, which seems pretty far off, but it's only like 88 subscribers away as of right now, which is crazy to me. So yeah. So, back on Sunday, we had a team building for this team that I did, which was Trick Room. And the thing is that it didn't work out very well, right? I was very excited. I was stepping out of my comfort zone to do Trick Room in general. Also, ignore my hair because it's doing whatever it wants to do right now. I just got home from the gym and my hair is going everywhere and it won't come down, and I don't even know what it wants to do, so just ignore that. But yeah, so the team, I usually practice with the team before recording, but the thing is that I don't really have a ton of time outside of recording to play Pokemon Showdown, right? And I don't play the exact same way that I also do on the channel when I'm practicing, if that makes any sense. When I'm playing by myself, it is a little bit different than when I'm playing here on the channel. And I did do some practice with that team, but I didn't get in a ton, as much as I would have liked to before recording the video. But when I was doing it, I was getting about 50% wins, 50% losses, and it was kind of hard for me to judge it, so I was like, alright, let's just get into it, you know. But the thing about Trick Room is that you have to know how to use it, right? And I have never been good with Trick Room, right? I've tried Trick Room teams in the past, like a long time ago, and I failed with them, because I'm just not good with Trick Room. And the only way to get better at Trick Room is to do a little bit better. And the thing is what I did with that last team is I did what I have made fun of other people who have Trick Room teams for doing, which is literally making a team that's composed of all Pokemon that rely on Trick Room to do anything, right? We had no Pokemon on that team. What I was hoping is that the sheer power of like Volcanion, of Stakataka, of even Glacier Air, even though Glacier Air is garbage outside of Trick Room, all of that would help with the take off the you know, the edge with the speed, right? Meaning it'll make up for the lack in speed, but they make up for in power. Which the thing is that the biggest issue, if you guys watched the episode that went up a week ago, what is today? Today's Wednesday. The video that went up, video that went up yesterday. It was just awful, right? The team just did not synergize well. And the thing is if you watch that, I got pretty frustrated because we didn't really have enough, you know, wins. And the thing is that when the team is so slow, we just couldn't get momentum, right? Everything was hitting us before and was knocking us out before we could do anything, right? The absolute sheer power of Choice Specs Volcanion is no match when Pokemon are outspeeding and KOing it before it can do anything. So I thought, you know, let's change up the team a little bit. So I was working around with the team, and I decided to basically revamp the entirety of the team. It's still Trick Room, and there are still a couple members that are staying from the last team, but instead of just kind of having a battle video with basically redoing an entire team at the beginning and then doing battles after, I thought that it would just be easier to do an updated team builder. So I am sorry, guys, that you aren't getting battle videos tonight, but this team is going to be a lot better. What I've done with this team is a little bit different. Well, it's the same thing that I did with the Rain team, right? With having some Pokemon that function in Rain and having the other ones that don't. Meaning that not all of our Pokemon have to function. So I basically just revamped this entire team, and I've had a little bit, I practiced with it a little bit, and it's had a lot more success, so hopefully this one will be good. If it isn't, I don't even know, man. I haven't even started the next team on the that we're gonna be doing on the channel yet. So yeah, let's just get right into it, guys. So the first one up on this list is I did replace Focus Sash Hatterene, which that was decent. Focus Sash Hatterene was good, but at the same time, it was, I don't know. The thing is, the Hatterene is not bulky, and it just sucks. In layman's terms, it was not doing enough for me, right? It was going down very easily, and I was protecting, and I was helping handing, but at the same time, most of the time, Hatterene was not doing enough. So I thought, you know, what if we had a fast Pokemon that could set up Trick Room, right? And any of the Pokemon that were fast that got Trick Room didn't really synergize with the team very well, right? Like Delayed, Gardevoir, all these Pokemon like that were faster that could set it up, it didn't really work out on the team. So I decided, I was looking through, and I saw Cresselia, which I totally forgot that Cresselia was even a Pokemon that was a possibility to use Trick Room, right? Cresselia is probably one of my favorite legendary mythical Pokemon of all time, right next to Mew and Palkia, right? I love Cresselia. As a kid, I was fascinated with space. Up until my junior year of high school, I was set on being an astronomer, right? I love space. I've always loved space. And as a kid, Cresselia being a moon Pokemon, it was just so cool. And then shiny is awesome. Look at that shiny. Those purple and the blue just work so well. So it's like, you know what? Let's actually do that, right? Levitate will give us an immunity to ground type moves. We'll also make it so we don't have to worry about toxic spikes or stealth rocks or spikes or sticky webs or anything like that with that. Right, so I thought maybe I'd throw the leftovers on there, and then, yeah. So first up on this list is Luna. Luna the Cresselia, guys, with leftovers, levitate ability, with Trick Room, Moonblast, Psychic, and Helping Hand. Now, Trick Room, obviously, to set it up. Now, its speed isn't slow, but it's also not fast, right? So we'll be able to set up Trick Room very well with being able to take hits, because Cresselia is insanely bulky. Insanely. And then I did Moonblast, because we really don't have any Fairy types on this team, spoilers. So Moonblast, I kind of needed a Fairy type move on there, and I knew it got Moonblast. And then Psychic and Helping Hand. Now I could have replaced Psychic and Helping Hand for Cosmic Power and Stored Power, which I could have done, but at the same time, I really didn't feel like I wanted to worry about that. I felt like just having Psychic would be nice, and I've used Helping Hand so much lately, and it's been so nice. I really think that this is a good set, right? We may end up switching it. We may end up switching Psychic and Helping Hand. I don't know, but yeah. So, but yeah. So its stats are: it is a modest nature with 252 EVs in HP and 252 in special attack, meaning that it's not gonna be hitting super hard, but it's gonna be hitting decently hard. And then I threw the last 4 into speed because, you know, even though this is a Trick Room team, at the end of the day, the 4 in speed is not really gonna make too much of a difference. And that'll also help us when we're outside Trick Room, I guess. So, yeah, that's basically Cresselia. So that is going to be our next, that's going to be a Trick Room setter for this team. So I thought that would be cool. Hopefully that'll work out better. And then the next one up on this team is probably the set that I'm, you know, most excited about is Balboa the Urshifu, with the room service item with Unseen Fist, Aqua Jet, Surging Strikes, Close Combat, and Protect. Now, the room service, if you guys did not know, if a Pokemon comes out in Trick Room with room service, its speed is dropped by 2 stages, right? And Balboa Urshifu's speed is not great, especially this one, but it's not bad either. So having the room service, meaning that we could bring it into Trick Room and have it be -2 speed only on the first time it comes out. So we do have to be a little cautious of when we send it out with room service, because once we withdraw it, its stats go back to normal and room service is used up. So, meaning that when this thing comes out, its speed will be dropped by 2 stages, and it'll be an absolute monster, being able to hit first in Trick Room all the time. Like, I just think this will be great. No, I may end up switching the item. I may end up going to, like, Life Orb or something like that. I don't know. But if room service proves not to be as helpful, but I really think this would be pretty cool. I'm really excited to this. And there's a dog barking outside my apartment. Hello? Anyways, So, Aqua Jet is there for priority, since we really don't have too much priority on this team, and that will allow us to hit stuff on 1 HP. You know, and Aqua Jet will allow us to actually, or with Unseen Fist, we're actually able to go through Protect, which is really nice, so even if they choose to Protect, we can still take them out. Surging Strikes, obviously, always gets a crit. Just a really good water type move in general. Close Combat is really good. I was going to go with Drain Punch, but at the same time, I don't know, I think I might just want to go with the harder hitting move, even though we would get health back. I may end up switching that, don't know. And then Protect is also nice for Urshifu because it allows me not to take damage from certain moves. Actually, I don't think I've used Balboa since they updated the sprite in Showdown so that it's actually moving instead of just the solid sprite like this. But yeah, so its stats are, it is an adamant nature with 252 EVs in HP, 252 in attack, with the remaining 4 in special defense because it was lower than defense. That's just that's why. So yeah, this is basically just supposed to go in there, do a lot of damage. Urshifu does a lot of damage, and this thing I think will be able to function both in and out of Trick Room, right? And then we still have Lullaby on this team, guys. It's the exact same set. Right? Lullaby the Amoonguss. It's got Black Sludge, Regenerator, Rage Powder, Spore, Giga Drain, Protect. It is worth noting that what I didn't know going into this is that Fake Out has a higher priority than Rage Powder, right? I didn't know that. So every time Fake Out is going to be going before Rage Powder. So if they decide to Fake Out me, Fake Out like the Luna or something like that instead of Trick Room, us going for Rage Powder is not going to matter. And I didn't know that. I was hoping that Rage Powder would have a higher one, but I guess it kind of makes sense. So Fake Out is unfortunately, yeah, it's just unfortunately it goes before Rage Powder every time, so we do have to worry about that, right? And then obviously Spore put him sleep, Giga Drain for Stab Grass type damage with healing, and then Protect is there just for Protect stuff. I could switch it out with Sludge Bomb if need be, but we really don't need an answer to Fairy types when we have Lincoln Logs on this team, right? And then the stats are the same as they were before. So 252 in HP, 252 in special attack, and then remaining 4 in defense because it was lower. And then it's like 0 speed. So this thing is really slow. This thing is really meant to just come out and sleep things. It's really not meant to do anything else. And then Giga Drain maybe too, every once in a while. But yeah, so the next one up on this list, guys, is Sumo the Incineroar. We're bringing Sumo back. So I thought that this would be a good use in the Trick Room too. You know, it's Life Orb Intimidate, so when we come out we can actually drop their attacks, which is nice. I could have had Parting Shot on this thing too, but I don't really think I really care about that too much. And Life Orb for the little bit of extra. Darkest Lariat, Fake Out, Close Combat, and Blaze Kick. Darkest Lariat is there, so that's stab type damage, and it'll ignore their stat changes. So we don't have to worry about what happened with Metagross in the last video, because it'll go right through its defense raises, so it doesn't even matter. Fake Out for, you know, just obviously Fake Out potential. Close Combat's on there. I may end up switching that out for like Parting Shot or something because we already have Balboa, so we don't really totally need Close Combat. I had Sumo on there before Balboa, so I actually didn't think about swapping that out for another move. So we may end up doing that by the next episode. I don't totally know. But yeah, and then we have Blaze Kick over Flare Blitz because Flare Blitz recoil damage plus Life Orb damage. I don't want to be taking so much damage, you know. And Blaze Kick will allow us to only take Life Orb damage, so that's why. Will it be doing quite as much? Probably not. But at the same time, if we ever lose a battle strictly because we didn't have Flare Blitz, right, and we only didn't knock out a Pokemon because it didn't do enough damage, then that's on me. But I think Blaze Kick will be better for now, and it's not that bad. I mean, it has, what is the base power? It's base 85. So it's pretty good for a physical fire type move. Like really, really good. Let's see, what other moves could I put on besides Close Combat, right? And then Earthquake. Yeah, I don't really think there's too much other things that I can do here. Yeah, I don't really think this is. I guess we could. We'll put. Oh, not Protect. We'll do Parting Shot. I think might be actually better. Just for right now. Just because I think that would be cool. There we go. A little, you know, editing at the last minute, right? And then we have For its stats, it is an adamant nature with 252 EVs in HP, 252 in attack, with the remaining 4 in speed. Just because, like I said, they're made for Trick Room, but at the same time, it's not. You know, so that's Teambuilder Incineroar. Now, next up is a Pokemon that I've wanted to use for a while, but I've never really totally known how to use it, and it may end up being switched out. I'm telling you guys that right now we may end up switching this one out, if it's not as good as I'm hoping. But I'm excited to use this, guys. I'm very excited. And that is Jaws the Regidrago. With Choice Specs, Dragon's Maw, with Dragon's Energy, Dragon Pulse, Crunch, and Ancient Power. Obviously, Dragon's Maw powering up Dragon-type moves, and Choice Specs powering it up by 2 more stages. And Dragon Energy will obliterate. And this thing is slower than I thought. And its HP is so insanely high that it takes, like, no damage. Like, from any attacks. Like, it's so insanely bulky. I say that now, and then I'm cut to me, like, later, in a later episode, being like, why couldn't you live that attack? But, yeah. So, obviously, does not get too many attacks, just like, Regieleki. So really, our first 2 attacks are going to be the only ones we're really going to be using, right? Dragon Energy, Dragon Pulse, Crunch, and Ancient Power. Obviously, Dragon Energy is basically Dragon-type Eruption, hits both slots, and does less damage the less the health goes by, right? So once we get down to a lower health, Dragon Pulse is just going to be the better move to use anyways, right? Normally the thing is just going to come out and use Dragon Energy, and then once we get down to a certain health, we'll have to switch out and come back in and just use Dragon Pulse instead, right? Crunch is there for if we absolutely need it, if it might be doing more, because we don't have anything to deal with ghosts on this team except for Darkest Lariat and Sumo. And then Ancient Power, I don't foresee us ever using this, but I thought, why not, right? I thought, like, why not throw it on there? Maybe we'll get the boost one time and it'll help. I don't even know. And then for its stats, I have 252 EVs in HP. It is a quiet nature, so plus special attack minus speed, with 252 EVs in special attack, and then the remaining 4 in speed. So even though it is a minus speed, I didn't know what else to throw the 4 into. It's not even really going to matter anyways in the long run. Now the speed thing, this thing is slower, so having this in Trick Room is actually insane. So this thing is, I think this thing is going to be a beast. I really do. I really foresee this. I really do prefer Regidrago over Regieleki. Looks-wise, competitively, Regieleki is 10 times better. But Regidrago, I think, is a really, really cool design. I love dragons. In general, dragons is my favorite type. So that dragon head that, like, opens up and fires out the dragon energy, it's just so cool. It's just so cool. And then the last member up on this team, guys, is obviously Lincoln Logs Stack Attacka. The only thing different is 1 move on this guy. And then we have, so it's just leftovers with the Beast Boost, obviously. Heavy Slam, Wide Guard, Rock Slide, and Steer Roller, right? Heavy Slam is there for stab fairy type moves, or stab steel type moves for fairy types. Steer Roller is there to do massive damage and get rid of terrain, so we can get rid of like psychic terrain, so we can go for priority. We can get rid of electric terrain, so they can't do rising voltage. We can get rid of grassy terrain, so Rillaboom can't grassy glide us. All that good stuff does a lot of damage. Rock Slide is always there to hit both sides. And then I thought, you know, by looking in, I decided to take Trick Room off this thing, because it's like, we're not going to have, this thing is never going to sit Trick Room. Let's be honest, this thing, if it comes out, is never going to sit up Trick Room. But Wide Guard, I thought would be cool. Now, I'm not going to make the same decision, or I'm not going to make the same mistakes as I've seen a lot of people do. Recently, I've seen a lot of people using Wide Guard wrong. Basically, Wide Guard is only useful in double battles, right? It doesn't work in singles. But it protects both slots in a double battle if the opponent goes for a move that hits both of your slots, right? So basically, if they go for a move that only goes into one of your Pokemon, Wide Guard is not going to matter. If they go for a move like Eruption that hits both slots, Eruption, Discharge, Explosion maybe, I don't know, Rock Slide, you know, anything that hits both slots, Electro Web, you know, anything like that, Wide Guard is going to protect both sides. So that'd be really cool against like Heatran. We can always come in Wide Guard and then take that thing out with whatever Pokemon we want to take it out with. So, like that, I think that would be really nice. I don't know how many times we're going to use that, but we will see. We will see. So, and also having Luna on the team makes it so if they do have a Pokemon that has ground type damage, we can always swap Luna in with the Levitate, so we don't have to take the 4-time super effective ground type, right? Unless we have our Beast Boost up, because then that just makes it so we're insanely physically bulky that even an Earthquake won't kill us. But yeah, and then its EVs are the same. It is a Brave Nature, which is plus attack and minus speed. So it is 252 EVs in HP, 252 EVs in attack, and 4 in special defense because it was lower than defense, obviously. The minus in the speed, it really wasn't going to matter. I could have like 252 EVs in speed, and that's really not going to ever matter anyways. So this thing really, Trick Room is really made for Luna, Lullaby, Jaws, and Lincoln Logs, right? Balboa and Sumo can both function in and out of it, especially with Trick Room and room service and stuff like that. But that is the updated team, guys. I thought this would be easier than just having another video. I am very sorry that you guys are getting 2 team builders in a week. I really am sorry that the team builder, the original team that I did, sucked. So I really am sorry about that, guys. But a quick little recap. Our team is Luna the Cresselia with the leftovers, the Levitate ability with Trick Room, Moonblast, Psychic, Helping Hand. We have Balboa the Urshifu with the Room Service, Unseen Fist with Aqua Jet, Surging Strikes, Close Combat, and Protect. We have Lullaby the Amoonguss with the Black Sludge Regenerator with Rage Powder, Spore, Giga Drain, and Protect. We have Sumo the Incineroar with Life Orb, Intimidate with Darkest Area, Fake Out, Parting Shot, and Blaze Kick. We have Jaws with Jaws to Regidraco with Troy Specs, Dragon's Maw, Dragon Energy, Dragon Pulse, Crunch, and Ancient Power. And then last but not least, Lincoln Logs the Stack Attacker with Leftovers, Beast Boost, Heavy Slam, Wild Guard, Rock Slide, and Steel Roller. So that is the team, guys, we're going to be using. This team is much better than the other one, and we should have much, much more success with this team than we did. So make sure you guys have your notifications on, because on Sunday, guys, you guys will get a brand new episode, Pokemon Showdown, and you don't want to miss it. Don't want to miss that episode, because it's going to be fire, and it's going to be the first one with this team, and I promise we're going to get some wins in there. So make sure you have notifications on. But other than that, guys, that is going to be it for me. So like I say at the end of every video, I'm the Nitro General. I really hope you guys did enjoy it, and I will see you in the next episode. Nitro General is out.